As US readies for a possible military action on Iran, Russia has urged its ally to keep the door open for dialogue. Moscow has vowed to continue work with Tehran despite threats of military action and economic pressure from President Donald Trump. Russia has cautioned US against attack on Iran. It says the consequences will be disastrous. It has accused US of smashing the world around, first with its raid on Venezuela and now with threats to Iran. In a strongly worded message, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has stressed that no third party can change the nature of Moscow-Tehran relations.
Certainly, when the US starts acting in ways that neglect the very rules Americans themselves promoted, it suggests that our US colleagues appear unreliable when they behave in such a manner. We simply need to work and to implement the agreements achieved between Russia and Iran, as well as all other economical partners. When such a powerful country like US acts by these dirtier methods, it means only one thing: the US competitive position is steadily worsening.
A shared anti-Western ideology has been a bonding factor for Russia and Iran. Both nations, heavily sanctioned by the West, challenge the US-led global system, promote multilateralism through BRICS and SCO. The strong ties between Moscow and Tehran emerged from a mutual need. Iran is one of the few international partners that Russia relies on for military hardware help since the Ukraine war. According to West, Iran supplies Russia with Shahid attack drones and missiles, ammunition and artillery for use in the war. Iran has reportedly sold nearly $3 billion worth of missiles to Russia in the past 4 years. Now, the purchases have included hundreds of Fateh 360 short-range ballistic missiles, nearly 500 other short-range ballistic missiles, and approximately 200 surface-to-air missiles associated with anti-aircraft defense systems, though Tehran admits it supplied drones to Russia but says it did so before the war. Moscow, too, have not acknowledged the purchase of Iranian missiles. Now, Western intelligence says that in return, Tehran has received military technology and intelligence from Moscow, as well as funding for its space and missile programs. In December last year, Russia sent 3 Iranian communication satellites into orbit. In July, a Russian rocket sent Iranian communication satellite Nahid-2 into orbit. Tehran is also believed to have coveted Russian Su-35 fighter aircraft and S-400 air defense missile systems, but it's unclear whether it had ever received these. One of the clearest signs that the alliance is more nuanced now is when Russia stood back during heightened tensions between Iran and Israel, and amid US and Israeli airstrikes on Iranian nuclear facilities last summer. 9 months after US strikes, the possibility of another military attack is looming again in Iran. Russia is monitoring the situation in Iran closely. Now, the prospect of another ally falling in the West Asia will be a worrying one for Moscow. Now, this particularly after it has seen its alliances with Venezuela, Syria and the Caucasus upended recently, denting its power and influence abroad. White House envoy Steve Witkoff and US President Donald Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner are seeking to travel to Moscow to meet Russian President Vladimir Putin. Though the topic of discussion will be Ukraine war, Putin would like to pass a word to Trump through US President's top aide.